aiming to hold on to the #1 spot. But Loki brought the tricks, and we had another upset, 79-53. Then it was MSK 2003 versus Vesputin. This matchup was high entertainment. Top of the third, a Jaren Jackson dunk gave Vesputin a 9-point lead.
Now is reaching the starter for
Welcome, everyone. Looks like we've got some time to hear from David Aldridge before tip-off. What do you have, Dave?
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Markkanen. Sexton is out there with Clarkson. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And for Miami, the wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Martin, and it's Lowry in at the 1. And coming down the stretch here, Greg, a lot left to decide, especially for teams on the playoff bubble.
And Kevin, the play-in tournaments add another level of complexity. I'll say this, the league now has more teams fighting all the way to the end.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Outside, Sexton. Now the pass to Markkanen. He's guarded by Adebayo. Clock at 6. Puts it up, and Adebayo sends it back. Here's Butler. Oh, and he jams it right over Lowry Markkanen. Wow.
Wow, a little show and tell from the Butler. Jimmy giving the fans their money's worth.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Butler against Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. Here's Clarkson. No good on that one. Great D that time from Hero. Martin finds Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And the 3 off target. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 4-point game.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Well, that's a little nastiness to Jimmy Butler's game. He says, you want me to get close to the cup? I got that.
Utah with the ball. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
And it's good for 2.
Talk about hitting the ground running, 4 for 5 to start.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Offensive rebound, Olynyk, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You know this, Olynyk has a terrific motor. He's always been a high-energy guy who makes things happen.
Hero kicks to Butler. Launches a 3, and Hero the bucket on the assist by Butler.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Clarkson goes in. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here's Clarkson. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Olynyk in the corner. 3-pointer. Miami grabs the miss. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it. We know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
And here's Sexton following Kyle Lowry's 3, and a first time out of the game called for Utah. And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry,
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well.
And the Heat making a change here. Love's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Gay's checked in.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide open opportunity.
Lowry finds Love. And here is Hero. Love in the post. He's covered by Clarkson. And that one's good. Wow.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Lowry. Drops in the layup for two. Lowry's got his third basket of the night right there.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
He's guarded by Adebayo. Clarkson outside. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now at the line, Bam Adebayo. 1.
Free throw good, Adebayo. And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense, 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
Now, here's Sexton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Good ball movement here by Miami. Butler passes to Love. Back to Butler. Over Markkanen. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Butler's got 6.
Well, quick decision off the catch. No hesitation. Rise and fire, Jimmy Butler.
Here's Sexton. It's deflected. They get it back. Kicks it out to Gay. To halt the run. The shot by Sexton, no good. Hero passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so it's the Miami Heat sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for your Heat.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Butler out there with Kevin Love, and it's Adebayo in at center. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Here's Abaji. He's covered by Hero. Gay misses. The Heat leading by 23. Butler dishes to Love. To the inside. The kick outside to Butler. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah.
For the Jazz, Jordan Clarkson.
Here's Clarkson. No points in the game yet for him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
9 feet out, and it's Miami with another.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Sexton the pass to Toscano. Clarkson against Hero. Good D from Love.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Sexton on the wing while recovering. Clarkson for 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. No good from outside.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Here's Toscano. Rebound by the Heat. Butler kicks to Love. Back to Butler. Uncovered. That ball. Great assist by Love. Butler's got 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Clarkson. To end the cold streak. Gets one to drop finally after missing on his first 8 attempts.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Hero kicks to Lowry. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
Puts it up for Adebayo. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here's the fast break. Finishes the break with a slam.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Clarkson passes to Azubuike. Hero against Clarkson. Miami grabs the miss. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Lowry finds Butler. Adebayo with the elbow. Now Hero. Here's Butler. And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, plenty of firepower in Jimmy Butler's game. His jump shot, just one of the ways he can hurt you.
Clarkson outside. Unloads from 13. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Jimmy Butler.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's coming off a 37-point game against Charlotte.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Another miss by Utah. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. There's Hero with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Takes a 3, and it is good! And the buzzer! Wow!
big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Miami.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We're going to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith. Kyle Lowry has been the story in this one. He had 14 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
Well, they went downtown and threw a party. And fortunately, we were all invited. The key is their shooters weren't afraid to pull the trigger on open looks. And it's a blowout right now.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Their effort on the board has been horrendous. That's a good way to get blown out. Only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle, to win the battle of possession. Otherwise, they're my favorite, avocado toast.
And that...
Your Heat.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
So on the floor for Utah, Colin Sexton is out there with Clarkson. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Clarkson, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah's. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Oladipo. 20 feet out. That one doesn't go.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
That one falls. Clarkson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Jordan Clarkson has the kind of speed and athleticism to get out in transition and be a problem.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Victor Oladipo is unafraid in the face of contact. That's a nice move.
First trip to the line for him here.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
Oladipo hits them both.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And Oladipo kicks to Adebayo. Butler up top. Olynyk is covering. The kick outside to Butler. There's Hero with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And guys, Markkanen, there's no question about his offensive talent. His skill set is the perfect match for the way the game is played today.
And Utah making a change here. And Markkanen drops them both. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team. They love to shoot the three. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two sadly don't always go hand in hand, but these guys...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, a modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
Lowry against Sexton. Hero, that's a two-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists tonight. Passes it to Agbaji. Outside for Sexton. Rudy Gay on the wing. Trying his luck from deep. Rebound by the Heat.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Butler, and there's another one for the Heat.
Don't tell me the mid-range game is dead. Jimmy Butler doing work right there.
Sexton, the pass to Markkanen. Shoots a fader. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Into the lane.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Horton Tucker's checked in for Sexton.
Jimmy Butler clearly thrives in an environment that lives and breathes and embraces toughness.
Here's Miami now. They're on a 14-6 run. Martin kicks to Hero. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 19 points for Tyler Hero. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Pass to Markkanen. Shoots from the high post. The Jazz with another miss. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Here's Martin. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Duncan Robinson comes in for Hero.
This guy has got the whole arsenal as a wing. Jimmy Butler can slash to the hoop. He can make jump shots. So hard to guard.
Pass to Agbaji. Here's Gay. To the middle. And that one's good. Agbaji's got his first points of the night.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And Lowry puts up a deep 3. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
and they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Backcourt pair for them, it's Lowry and Robinson. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Butler's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Heat.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jones the pass to Toscano. Here's Horton Tucker, and it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Martin kicks to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Butler deciding where to go with it. Down low. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Butler.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Utah shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Here's Abaji, guarded by Robinson. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think that the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors, but it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's intercepted. Here's Toscano. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
The pass to Abaji. Here's Toscano. No good with the triple. Outside Robinson. Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc. Robinson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Horton Tucker. Good on the bucket.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
Here's Adebayo. And Butler puts up a deep 3. Another shot. And Adebayo with a nice bucket inside. Adebayo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Abaji, that 3 off the mark. The Heat have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. Pass to Butler. Here's Lowry. That shot off. And Utah the other way now. Here's Toscano. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Jones against Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Horton Tucker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Butler.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And Adebayo sends it back.
And a menace defensively. Adebayo with the swat. He's an all-defensive team member for a reason.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this on the court.
Pass to Fontecchio. Jones trying to get open, and it's Fontecchio missing.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul. First
Well,
team
Victor
foul.
Oladipo won't back down from a challenge. He isn't afraid of getting a little bit nasty if the defense sort of sets the tone.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. What's your take, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And he commits the intentional foul.
Duncan Robinson. First personal foul.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
At the line for the Jazz.
He hits both from the stripe. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Bam. Your impact is seen all over the stat sheet. So what's the mindset as you approach these games?
Just trying to get a team win, trying to impact winning. You know, that's what it's all about. My teammates got my back like I got theirs, so we're just going out there and trying to do our thing.
It was very visible there down the stretch. You looked like yourselves and got the win. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.